Okay. Shalom, Yasharallah. Kal Halaim La Yahweh Bashim Yahushai Bahasham Rakahak Kodash. Double honors to the elder apostles and the bishops and the elders, a great millstone pushing the truth worldwide to seal up the elect of Israel from the four corners of the earth. The 144,000 that are going to rule with our Lord Yahushai when he returns. And to the men, women, and children that believe in Yahweh Bashim Yahushai in all righteousness, truth, and sincerity. To USA Shalom. So good news, my car is nice now. I fixed the problem. It was struggling to start, so I just got a new battery, and the battery I have is under warranty, so I didn't have to pay anything. So Dawada Yahweh Bashim Yahushai for that. But it's snowing. Like the streets are clear, but I only drove today because I wanted to do this lesson in my car. I didn't want to walk home or take the bus home or whatever. But this weather isn't built for this for my whip, so I won't. Soon I'll be doing some more walking talks probably, or setting it up. I don't know how I'm gonna do it, but whatever. So what I want to talk about to you guys, to the nation, is about what's going on in America, and I find it fascinating because I don't know. I find it fascinating. I find it entertaining. I find it funny, and I'm glad, because I hate because where I'm from, we're facing the same issue but with different nations. See? So there's a state in America called Minnesota. And for some fucking reason, I've known this for a while, but for some fucking reason, Minnesota has become the place where all Somalians go, like immigrants. Soft. Okay. Now it's coming out that, all these niggas is just thieves and fucking finessers and scammers and shit. And it's getting booked, Beer of them are getting arrested and charged and shit. And now all Americans want them to leave. And all these people are so proud of their country and their nation and shit, but none of them want to live in their country, And this bitch, what's her name? Something Omar. She's a fucking dumb bitch. This bitch married her brother, and that's another thing, You niggas in this fucking incest shit. You fucking Muslims and this. You guys are all backwards, I actually Googled. I have some information for you guys. I've been sending myself so many videos on this. I didn't record any of these videos. I'm just freestyling off the spirit. Because if I did, I'd be here all day, Because, bro, there's been beer videos about you guys. I've been learning a lot about about Somalians. Well, apparently the correct term is Somalis. But all my life, I've been saying Somalians. I've been hearing them say Somalians. So out of nowhere, it's a Somali thing. I'm gonna call you niggas Somalians. Anyways, we have Somalians here in Toronto. In my area, in my city, there's not a lot. In a certain section of my city, you might find some, but normally I don't really see a lot of them. In the west end of Toronto, you see a lot of them. Or downtown Toronto, you see a lot of them. I don't really have to deal with them, so. And I was thinking, if you ask me, if a man asked me, would I rather 1 million Indians or 1 million Somalians, I would pick 1 million Indians over Somalians, because not only are they fucking, whatever, they're dangerous, because there's a lot of Somali gangs, and everyone knows them for their piracy and shit. And Indians, there's not really the majority of them are just regular citizens, and they're not violent or anything. A lot of these niggas are violent. Somalia is a war-torn country. They've been having civil war for 40 years. And a man said something that was hilarious to me. It's like, yo, and so I have some facts also. I didn't write these facts down, but so there's a lot of inbred in these fucking niggas, and their national IQ level is like 68 or some shit like that. And a man said it's like a couple points lower than the national level for retardation. And I was like, damn. So they have low IQs. And I seen a video today saying there's a lot of car accidents in Minnesota now, caused by them too. And that's funny because there's a lot of car accidents in my city caused by Indians, and man said that they have low IQs. And they just, I guess they don't make great decisions behind the wheel or whatever. I didn't know that, but I believe it. I have a point. I'm not going on a racist rant. I'm going to go on this is going to get spiritual, because I'm going to get spiritual. I'm just freestyling also. Give me 1 second. I'm going to move this thing out my parking spot, and then we're going to get to it. And I have some scriptures, and we're just going to, chop it up in the spirit, yo. So 1 second, Israel. Give me 1 second. So yo, seeing how everything is the Lord's doing, I see it as, okay, we all know that Esau is the accuser, see? He's the accuser of the brethren, and all these nations came together to destroy us, including these niggas. Fucking hell. There's so much snow in my fucking parking spot that I can't even get in it. Hold on. Alright, that should be good. Slovakia. So yeah, everything is the Lord's doing. The Lord's exposing these nations and shit. Donald Trump is hilarious. He doesn't like them. I know he wants to just be overly racist and just say, fuck these niggas, get them out the country. I don't know exactly how he's going to do it. I also seen that, I don't know if this is true or not, but I saw that, like the bikers are moving towards like Minnesota and Dearborn, Michigan. I don't know. Babylon the Great's fuckery, but yo, do these people deserve to be there? No. They literally come here and they take over, and they don't, assimilate. They just bring their same mentality to this country. And they're fuckery. And like, yo, why would you want these? That not all of them, most of them are on fucking welfare. They're just sucking the resources off of taxpayers and shit. And I feel, me being a taxpayer and me booking how much money I actually fucking put towards taxes and shit, and seeing how governments spend your fucking money, bro, I could understand, And so why should these fucking waste youths come to this country and spend up all your taxpayers' money to survive, like to live off of? There's no, And they're not good for anything. They're literally fucking low IQ, money sucking, scam running thieves. And they're heathen, and their religion's fake. And what's the point of... And I Googled it, bro. Let me get it, man. Let me just... Because we're not going to make this long, bro. I'm just going to put what I seen, bro. Seen? Okay, yo. We're just going to get into it. Okay, so, yo. Minnesota has the largest Somali population in the United States. I have no idea why. Like, and the man said, why would they go from a hot place to a fucking cold place? I have no idea. Like, who said, yeah, let's go to Minnesota? Minnesota has the largest Somali population in the United States, with roughly 80,000 Somali Minnesotans living in the state, according to Minnesota Compass, a project of Wilder Research. So there's 80,000 plus of these people just in Minnesota. And I heard that they're also in Michigan and North Dakota and South Dakota. You know what I mean? And I'm pretty sure there are other places also. Okay. Estimates for the number of Somalis in the United States vary, but official data from the U.S. Census Bureau is often cited as being lower than community estimates. Some sources provide figures based on different methods, such as ancestry reporting or community estimations, which can range from around 150,000 to over 300,000 people. Minnesota has the largest population of Somali residents in the United States, with Minneapolis, St. Paul being a major hub. So there's beardom there, and all the local... Okay, when you think of Minnesota, you think of white people. I'm pretty sure there's niggas there, but it's just been taking over. And I also seen the governor or the mayor of Minnesota gets over $1,000 for every Somali refugee that he brings to Minnesota. I think it was like close to $1,500 for each. So it's all money, you know what I mean? And it's all corrupt money. And in the state of Minnesota, they had an incentive of giving everybody a driver's license, okay? So they gave them all driver's license. And they just found out that, so now they have political power, because all you need to do to vote in Minnesota is to have a driver's license. And that's not legal, because you're supposed to be an American citizen to be able to vote in America, and none of these niggas are citizens. So they're finessing and scamming. They ran a scam of saying that they're feeding hungry children, which they weren't, and racked up millions of dollars. They also have a scam where they say their children are autistic and they get beer money from the government. And the governor knew this, and he was being told, and he turned a blind eye because he's making beer dollars too. And there's been other cases where, like, some of them have been doing sex crimes, like raping children and shit. It's like, yo, it's crazy, bro. Like, and when you see them, bro, yo, them niggas look like Roger Smith from fucking American Dad, man. Like, what are we doing here? And Esau's had enough, man. Esau has enough problems on his plate. Now you got now you put the fucking Somalian problem on his plate too, fam. Yo, it's funny to me still. All right, yo. So, yo, I googled, is incest permitted in Islam. Because apparently these niggas, not just them, all Muslims love, like the Arabs, like Ishmael and Ham, love marrying, like marrying their cousins and brothers and sisters and having children, and apparently there's a lot of fucking retardation in their fucking gene pools, bro, and it's affecting their IQs and shit, and physically and shit. And you would think, I thought it was like, yo, is it okay? Apparently it's okay for cousins to be married in Islam, but not brothers and sisters and shit. So I asked, is incest permitted in Islam? And it said no. Incest is not permitted in Islam. It is forbidden in by Islamic law to marry close blood relations, such as parents, siblings, and children of siblings, while cousin marriages is permitted. Marrying closer relatives like parents, step-parents, children of siblings, aunts, or uncles is forbidden. And then, Leviticus 18:6 to 18, you can read the law on like sexual relations with, like, who you can and can't have sex with. That was lengthy, so I'm like, yo, I don't want to sit here and read that whole law. So if you want to check that out, go to Leviticus, the 18th chapter, and it starts at 6 all the way to 18. See? So yo, the Lord separated the nations for a reason, man. Nations aren't supposed to be mixed up crazy like the way they are. That's why Babylon the Great's called Babylon the Great. Obviously, Somalia as a country is a shithole, and the people are shit. So if you bring shithole people from a shithole country into your country, they're gonna fucking turn it into shit. And that's what's happening in Minnesota. Also, these people are Hamites, and Hamites are the enemy of Israel. That's also a thing. So these are our enemies, man. So I don't feel any way talking bad about the enemies of Israel. So Genesis 10 to 6, and the sons of Ham, Cush and Mizraim and Put and Canaan. So I don't know who they're the children of. I actually Googled who are like the Cushites today and the Mizraim and Put and Canaan, and I didn't see Somalians. I don't know who their forefathers are, but they're Hamites, bro. And they look like low-level Hamites to me, man, to be honest. I'm not going to even go crazy in on them. I'm just going to get some facts out and these scriptures out. I gave you the facts. They're stealing money from America, and Trump doesn't want them there. And basically, yeah. Should I turn this whip off? It's nice and toasty in here, so I don't want to keep my car running. All right, let me turn this whip off for a little bit. Give me 1 second, Zero. It's nice and warm in here now. Hold on. Turn this shit off. My kill switch and shit. All right, Slovakia. Okay. Jeremiah 13 to 23. Sorry, Jeremiah 13 and 23. Can the Ethiopian change his skin, or the leopard his spots? Then may ye also do good that are accustomed to do evil. Okay, so yo, these people are godless, man. They don't have a god, bro. Islam is a fake religion. Their country is corrupt. The government has been corrupt. They've been fighting each other for 40 years. And a man said the reason why they can't solve it is because they're too dumb to fucking solve it, man. And that's not a diss because it's fucking true, yo. Their IQ levels are low as shit, so they can't solve their own problems. You brought them here, and you're seeing what they're dep on, yo. They're pirates and they're thieves. You can't change that, man. We're gonna have to teach these people how to live, man. They're gonna have to go to work, and they're gonna know that you could be a retard, just fucking pick up that fucking shovel and dig over there and go in that cave and fucking find gold and shit and diamonds and shit. And when you come back out, we're gonna teach you how to fucking, behave, man. And we're gonna kick your ass if you don't behave. You can't let these people run wild, bro. We're gonna be the world police, man. I'm not saying that all of them are wild. I'm not. I'm just saying, if you could paint Israel with a broad brush, you could paint these other nations with a broad brush. You can't change these people. They're gonna be who they are, bro. And if I cared about this place, like the Lord has everyone where He wants them. But if I was like a Edomite Donald Trump with the power to do it, and I wanted to fix America, I wouldn't be politically correct for shit. I would literally round these people, bro. I seen a thing where, yo, the schools are just, it's just them. You know how much children these people have, bro? Like, yo, fam, I would round man, woman, and child. I would round them all up. And I wouldn't even put them on planes. I'd put them on a boat, bro, and sail them home. There would be zero of these niggas in America if I was a Edomite in charge. Like, there's not, like, Psalms 83, 2 and 8. Always remember. For lo, thine enemies make a tumult, and they that hate thee have lifted up the head. They have taken crafty counsel against the people, and consulted against thy hidden ones. They have said, come, let us cut them off from being a nation, that the name of Israel may be no more in remembrance. For they have consulted together with one consent. They are confederate against thee, the tabernacles of Edom, and the Ishmaelites. So that's the Edomites and the Ishmaelites. Seeing Ishmaelites are the Arabs, and their religion is Islam, man. And Moab and the Hagarenes. So those are, I believe, those are Africans. Gabal and Ammon and Amalek and the Philistines, more Africans, with the inhabitants of Tyre, more Africans. Assur also is joined with them, and they have Hopin, the children of Lot Selah. So, yo, all the nations I just mentioned, they're all our enemies. They're fighting against each other now. None of them like each other. Friggin' Edomites are fighting Edomites. Ishmaelites and Edomites are fighting. Um, you know, Donald Trump is threatening to go to Nigeria to fucking go wipe out the Muslim freaking terrorists that are killing niggas over there. And now he hates these Somalian niggas. And all the niggas I just mentioned hate Israel. And they destroyed Israel. And they all had a hand in destroying our people, bro. And they're all gonna get it. I don't feel sorry for any of these niggas, man. I hope Donald Trump rounds them all up and sends them fucking back to their shithole country, man. I would love to see that, yo. Joel 3, 4, and 7. Yeah, and what have ye to do with me, O Tyre and Sidon, and all the coast of Palestine? Will ye render me a recompense? And if ye recompense me swiftly and speedily, will I return your recompense upon your own head? Because ye have taken my silver and my gold, and have carried into your temples my goodly pleasant things. The children also of Judah and the children of Jerusalem have ye sold unto the Grecians. So yo, all these African assholes sold us to the fucking Edomites, man. A man said, a man tried to say, yo, Edomites aren't that wicked and evil because when they sailed to Africa, Jake was already a slave. And they just said, oh, you guys have slaves? Oh, how much? You know what I mean? Whatever, bro. You're all going to get it. And you're all going into captivity. That ye might remove them far from their borders, behold, I will raise them out of the place whether ye have sold them, and will return your recompense upon your own head. So Yahweh Hashem Yahushai is already going to line you guys up, bro. You're already lined. We just have to wait to see it happen. And it's not going to be a nice thing, man. Yeah, I hate thieves, so I don't feel sorry for any. And all you guys are in on it. The whole community is seeing who. Let's say, a quarter of the people that aren't on the finesse scamming thing, but they see everyone, their whole community doing it. Man, you're all guilty, bro. So I find it entertaining. I want to see what happens. We have our own problems to worry about, far less freaking worrying about these heathen, and to see if they could get kicked out of whatever. Even if they stay here, they're gonna fucking die when the freaking ICBM missiles start flying. So you might as well go back to your fucking country. You know what I mean? And wait for the man them to come get you, because we're coming to get you. I also looked up, I'm like, what is Somalia's number one export? Because I want to know what the fuck are you guys good for. Their number one export is like livestock, like sheep and goats. So they must have enough of those there. And I heard that you guys be doing fucking fuckery to the animals. And that's another thing I hate. Animal cruelty. You guys are sick, man. I don't care if you guys bow down and worship and pray 5 times a day. You're praying to nobody. Your God doesn't exist, bro. And you guys look weird. Honestly, that's another reason why I would rather Elamites over Hamites. Elamites, even though there's too many of them, a lot of their women actually are pretty. Like, I like Indian bitches, to be honest. Not all of them. But for you niggas, bro, let's say there's like 50 Somali bitches around. I could maybe say 2 look decent. The rest is like, no, thank you, man. So you guys really, you guys losing that. Every man has their own preference or whatever. But no thanks. Anyways, Donald Trump is hilarious, and he hates that bitch Omar or whatever. She married her own brother to get into the country, and I know she's feeling it because I seen her say, she's not. Someone was like, "Yo, so did you pack your bags? Are you getting ready to be deported?" And she's like, "I'm not going anywhere," or whatever. So we'll see what happens. Whatever. I missed out on a lot of videos while I was working. I've seen some pop up that I want to go see right now. It's what time is it? Is this the right time? I don't even know if this clock has the right time on this phone. Anyways, Yasharala, let's just sit back and watch prophecy pop because it's popping. And while we're doing that, we're gonna pray and we're gonna beg for mercy, and we're gonna keep listening to the real prophets and not the fake ones. And everyone just, pray that your lot leads to salvation. Control your flesh, bro. Control your flesh, man. See? And beg for mercy. All praises, honor, and glory to Yahweh Hashem Shai. Double honors to the apostles and the bishops and the elders. And salute to the 144,000. Our Lord and Savior Yahweh Shai is coming to save the elect of Israel. See? So hold it down and beg for mercy. Shalom.